Want me to flex?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole video. You have to stay like that. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing the mid-year freakout tag. I was tagged by Caleb over at Calebrity. Go check him out. I've decided to spice things up a little bit. I invited Ryan back to my channel. This is my partner. What are you doing?
Spicy as
Maybe
hot.
it's spicy. So there are 13 questions that we're gonna go through. We're both gonna answer. I think we're gonna have extremely different answers because we don't read the same books. So what do you say? Let's just jump into it. So question number 1. What is your favorite book that you've read this year so far? Mine I've got in my lap. It's The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Khaw. I've talked about this one a whole bunch. You haven't read it.
No
Did
idea.
I talk about it to you at all while I was reading it?
It's pretty short. Let me just blast it out right now.
It's fantastic. It's a body horror mermaid novella. Fantastic. It's like a tiny snippet of a larger story that we're never gonna get. What's your favorite book?
So far my year has been almost entirely Wheel of Time because I'm listening to that. So my favorite one so far is book 7. I'm on book 10. And
What stands out about the 7th book?
well, something happened in it that was pretty nifty.
Alright, question number 2. What is the best sequel that you've read this year so far? Not Wheel of Time number 7.
Book 7.
No.
Book 8.
Yeah?
No.
I don't think I've read any sequels this year. I've started a few different series and then like only read the first book.
Have you read any sequels ever?
Yeah, once or twice. So I will pick Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reid. It's not technically a sequel, but it takes place in the same world as her debut, which is The Wolf and the Woodsman. So even though it's not a sequel and I haven't read Wolf and the Woodsman, I am gonna pick Juniper and Thorn.
Like I mentioned, well, it's not the only thing, but most of what I've read has been Wheel of Time.
Are all your answers just gonna be Wheel of Time?
No, but it is literally the only sequel that I've read this year. And I mean,
Okay.
if I can't pick 7, then I don't know, they've all blurred together. 10, the one I'm on.
Fine. Question number 3. What's a new release that you haven't read yet that you want to?
I'm still catching up on my fantasy books, so it's all old stuff.
I can answer this for both of us though, actually.
Okay.
Because I brought up a book to you that I want us to read together that's new.
Alright.
And it's The Sword Defiant by Gareth Hanrahan. That's a new release and I want to read it and I think you'd like it. So that's your answer. I
Okay,
answered
cool.
for you. Question number 4. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year.
Secret Project 4.
I was gonna say yours is like super obvious because you only read books by 2 different authors.
So far, Wheel of Time has been a lot.
Okay.
But Secret Project 4 by Brandon Sanderson.
What's the actual title of that book?
I don't know what the actual title is. Not because I'm avoiding it, but because he's mostly avoiding it, and it's like I'd have to go looking for it. And I haven't gone looking for it.
I can't think of anything right now. Oh, I'm gonna say The Words of Kings and Prophets by Shauna Lawless. Her debut, The Children of Gods and Fighting Men, came out last year, late last year. It's Irish history and mythology mixed with fantasy. Very, very good. And I should be receiving the sequel very soon. It comes out in September.
What's Irish mythology?
Like Celtic lore.
Like Vikings and stuff?
There are some Vikings, yeah.
Okay.
Just because you don't know about the world. Question number 5. What was your biggest disappointment? What book was the biggest disappointment of the first half of the year? Because I know otherwise you're going to say something about me, something rude.
Well, I read something just yesterday that was presented to me by you.
My writing?
I found a loophole.
Wow. He's beta reading what I'm working on right now, and you're saying that's the biggest disappointment of the year so far?
God, I don't know, Wheel of Time book 9 or something? Like, one of them was boring. Like, they literally all
first
blended
one.
together.
I thought you didn't like the first one.
No, the first one was fine. I think the fourth one was, like, just boring.
Our pets are fighting in the hallway. My biggest disappointment of the first half of the year was Hospital by Hansong, which was sent to me by the publisher, so I feel a little bit like, I don't know, I feel like I should hype it up because it was given to me for free, but it was given for an honest review, and my honest review was that I hated it.
Well, and disappointing doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, it just means it's not what you were looking for.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't have to be a book that's actually, like, you
Yeah.
think bad, but just something that you wanted more or something you
Right,
wanted to
okay.
be different.
So for me then, I would say The Crane Husband by Kelly Barnhill.
Oh, you know, I might actually go with The Frugal Wizard's Guide to Medieval England.
Brandon Sanderson. It's on
Brandon
the floor right
Sanderson.
there.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, but compared to all of his other work, it just didn't stack up.
Did you read Dune this year or last year?
Last year.
Was that disappointing?
It was disappointing.
Question number 6, I think. Who is your favorite new author or new to you author? I will go first because I have an answer. New to me this year, Ava Reid. I already mentioned Juniper and Thorn was one of my top reads of the year, first half of the year. Yeah, I loved Ava Reid's writing. I'm really excited for her new book that's coming out, A Study in Drowning. I need to read her backlist still, but I liked her a lot.
Like, literally the only new author from this year that I've started to read is Patrick Rothfuss.
That's not true. I know. I have one for you. Martha Wells.
What did I read?
You read Murderbot.
I read the first one last year.
No, that was like 2 months ago.
It was definitely more than 2 months
It was
ago.
not last year. It's July.
It was last year.
It wasn't.
What is time? You know?
I'm answering for you and it's Martha Wells.
Okay.
Which book was the biggest surprise in the first half of the year?
Book number 7 of The Wheel of Time. Because...
Why did I bring you into this video?
Look.
You've read one series ever in your life.
Look, he kind of just glosses over fight scenes and battles. He's kind of just like, these two armies met each other in the field. And then in a single paragraph, the whole fight is over and it's been like an entire day. And it's like, this side won. And you're like, okay. But book 7 had an actual battle.
Wow.
That lasted longer than a page and cool and exciting things happened.
I got a couple. The first one that jumps out to me is The Militia House. I just had it right here with me. This was sent to me by Henry Holt Publishing and Macmillan Publishing. I was like pretty neutral on it. I was excited because it is a military horror, but I actually really liked it and it's been sticking with me. My other biggest surprise is probably Pinata by Leopoldo Gout, another horror book that's just like freaking stuck with me. I was very surprised by how much I liked them. Question number 8. A book that made you happy. Is it gonna be Wheel of Time number 7 by any chance? A book that made me happy was The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Kah.
I was thinking maybe Tress.
That's Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. Question number 9. Who's your newest fictional crush? I know mine. And I'm so embarrassed by it. I'm the last person to have thought this character would be a current fictional crush for me, but it's Gavath.
What?
From Name of the Wind.
Why?
I don't know. I'm also kind of in love with the main character from The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Kah. I have a crush on both the mermaid and the plague doctor. Neither of them have names. Sorry.
I don't know if I have one.
None of the ladies from Wheel of Time?
No. They all could serve to smile more.
And keep crossing their arms under their breasts.
Well, if they keep doing that, maybe I'll start to have more crushes.
Question number 10. Who's your newest favorite character?
Can we go into spoilers?
Sure. My newest favorite character is from Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. Even though I'm really not enjoying this book, Ragna, love her. Love her chaotic energy. Absolutely unhinged character.
Well, I would probably go with Logain from Wheel of Time. But that is kind of an indirect spoiler.
Well, if you say it's a spoiler, it's more of a spoiler
I know.
than if you didn't say that.
But The power of editing. I'm
going to keep that in.
You decide.
So that everyone hates you. Question number 11 is, what is a book that made you cry? Mine is Juniper and Thorn. I'm not going to say what scene because that would be an actual spoiler, but there's a certain scene that made me freaking sob like a baby. I made my coworker read this book and did not warn her about the scene, and she also cried a lot. So, it's horrible. But you should still read the book.
Is it tears of like, because it was bad?
Sadness.
Well, I guess Yumi and the Nightmare Painter made me cry.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't know you cried.
Yeah, a good couple times.
Aww. Question number 12. What's the most beautiful book that you bought so far this year?
Definitely Yumi and the Nightmare Painter.
I don't want to be lazy, but honestly, it would be too difficult for me to actually like go through every book that I've purchased this year and decide what's the most beautiful. But in front of me was Untethered Sky by Fonda Lee, and I do happen to think that this is one of the most beautiful covers that I own. This is the last question. Are you ready for the last question?
Oh my god. No.
This is the big one for both of us.
Okay.
Question number 13. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? Okay, first of all, before you answer, we together, me and you, have to finish reading. I almost said The Wheel of Time. have to finish reading The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss because we're buddy reading this. We gotta do it.
Yeah.
We will.
Well, my answer is Wheel of Time.
The whole series?
Yeah, I'm on book 10.
Out of 14?
There's another half of the year to go. I got 4 more books.
I need to finish reading Untethered Sky because I should have read it ages ago. I also have some ARCs that I need to read, and some gifted copies from publishers and authors that I need to read. Those are the only books that I'm like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Obligated?
Obligated. Those are the only books that I'm like obligated to read. Hey baby.
Come here. No, come to me.
She's gonna pick her favorite.
Come to me.
Who's her favorite?
Come on.
Oh my god, she's going to you.
Come to me.
I can't believe that just happened.
I can believe it just happened.
Jones, what was your favorite book of the year? Well, that was all of the questions from the mid-year Freakout tag. I'm not going to tag anyone because I don't want to. But if you are a booktuber and you see this video, consider yourself tagged. Did you have any similar opinions to us? Who has better taste in books? Ryan, myself, or Jones? Answer in the comments below. Before I go, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell icon so you know when I upload new videos. I upload 3 days a week. I love you guys. Goodbye.
Bye. Blow them a kiss, Jones.